And there is a loneliness there. There is an estrangement there. So I'm going to mention to you the last ayah, which I feel like fits our moment right now. And inshallah ta'ala, we can take some of the lessons from it. إِنَّ النَّاسَ قَدْ جَمَعُوا لَكُمْ فَاخْشَوْهُمْ. People have gathered against you. Look, everybody is against you. There are too many people on the other side of that trench. فَاخْشَوْهُمْ. So be afraid. أَيْ خَافُوهُمْ. Be afraid. Now, before we get there, there's something deeply profound about the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala built the character of the Muslims and built their spirituality to become more and more dependent on Him alone and to be able to face what it was like to be estranged. When you go through the Quran and you go through the momentous incidents that are referenced, first and foremost, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions to us in the aftermath of the battle of Badr, إِذْ تَسْتَغِيثُونَ رَبَّكُمْ فَاسْتَجَابَ لَكُمْ. Remember when you called upon your Lord and He answered you. إِنِّي مُمِدُّكُمْ بِأَلْفٍ مِّنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ مُرْدِفِينَ. I am going to support you with 1,000 angels that will be followed by another 1,000 angels, the rows of angels that will come. Now here's the thing. If you're in Badr, this is your very first time experiencing what it is like to have that level of hostility, to be that outnumbered on the other side, to have that much more artillery on the other side. It wasn't just being 3-to-1 outnumbered. It was also the fact that they had their horses, they had their camels, they had the full equipment of war. The Muslims had 1 or 2 horses available in the Battle of Badr to them. Everything is stacked against you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows them the angels descending upon them. They could actually see the malaika themselves coming down, lined up. The signs of the angels were all around them, and so they outnumbered them, the people on the other side, and they felt it. They felt it from the very beginning. They felt the push of the angels. They saw the effect of the angels on Quraysh. They saw every single moment of the battle that they were not alone, that they had divine support that was sent down to be with them. Now here's the thing. Couldn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have supported them without sending malaika? Couldn't it have been without the angels being visible to them as these things unfolded before them? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا جَعَلَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بُشْرًا. Allah did not show that to you except as a glad tidings. وَلِتَطْمَئِنَّ بِهِ قُلُوبُكُمْ. And so that your hearts could find some ease. It did something for you. It did something for you to be able to see the angels coming down, the miraculous signs that you were not alone on the day of Badr. But at the end of the day, وَمَا النَّصْرُ إِلَّا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. Victory was only from Allah, it wasn't from Jibreel alayhi salam. Victory was from Allah, it wasn't from Mikael alayhi salam. Victory was from Allah, it wasn't from all of the angels that He sent to you. At the end of the day, victory came from God. Victory came from above. But Allah sent you that sign in that early journey of your Islam, of your faith, to let you know you're not as alone as you think you are. Then comes the Battle of Uhud. They didn't see angels in the Battle of Uhud. And I spoke about this a few days ago. The messaging that came down, وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Look, you suffered a blow. This hurts. وَلَا تَهِنُوا. Don't lose heart. وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا. Don't grieve. وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. You are still exalted, you are still victorious so long as you retained your belief, so long as you retained your faith, so long as your principles, your purpose remained intact, you are victorious.